What's the funniest reason you've been called into school to pick up your child? I got a call from my daughter's school in the middle of a workday. She was 7, and the tone of the call, way too serious. Hi, this is the school office. We need you to come in and pick up your daughter. Immediately. No explanation. No details. Just immediately. My heart dropped. I started running through every possible scenario in my head. Did she get hurt? Did she fight with someone? Did something happen at home that I didn't know about? I kept asking questions, but the receptionist just repeated, the principal will explain everything when you arrive. That made it worse. The drive to the school felt 10 times longer than usual. By the time I got there, I was already anxious. When I walked into the office and gave my name, the receptionist barely looked at me, just nodded, and told me to sit. That's when I noticed something strange. 2 teachers standing near the hallway were whispering, and when they looked at me, they quickly looked away. My stomach tightened. What did my daughter do? After a few minutes, her teacher came out and motioned for me to follow her. We walked into the principal's office. He was sitting behind his desk, hands folded like he was about to deliver bad news, but instead of speaking right away, he hesitated. Then he asked, is there anything going on at home we should know about? I blinked. What do you mean? He exchanged a look with the teacher. Well, anything that might have influenced your daughter's behavior today? Now I was completely confused. No, what happened? There was a pause. Then the principal slowly opened a drawer and pulled something out. He placed it on the desk in front of me. It was my scarf, a bright red one I'd been looking for all week. I let out a small breath. Oh, yeah, that's mine. For a second, I actually felt relieved. Okay, she just took something from home. That's not so bad. But then the principal reached into the drawer again, and this time, he pulled out 2 balloons, filled with water, tied tightly at the ends, and placed them next to the scarf. I froze. Those are yours too? He asked carefully. I stared at them, then back at him, then back at the balloons. Yes? The teacher coughed, trying not to laugh. The principal leaned forward slightly. Your daughter wore your scarf to school today, he said. Okay, and she used these to enhance it. My brain took a second to catch up. Then it hit me. No, I whispered. Oh yes, the teacher said, covering her mouth. The principal continued, trying to stay professional. She told her classmates she was dressing like you. I closed my eyes. She said, he added, this is how grown-ups look important. I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me whole. At that moment, my daughter walked in, completely cheerful. Hi, Mom! I stared at her. And why? She looked confused. I wanted to look like you, she said simply. You always look important when you go to work. The room went silent. The teacher turned away. The principal suddenly found his desk very interesting. And just like that, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I sighed, picked up the scarf, left the balloons on the desk, and took my daughter's hand. As we walked out, she looked up at me and said, did I do it right? I paused for a second. Then I smiled, just a little. Next time, I said, maybe just borrow the scarf. To this day, I still can't walk into that school without remembering the looks on their faces. And I'm pretty sure the principal double checks his drawers every time I visit.